Hi, this is Judy with Messages from the Angels TV show podcast. I am your host, Judy Jewett. We have co-host Catherine Lanigan. Hello, Catherine.
Hello, how are you doing, Judy?
I am fantastic. How are you?
Really, really good. I had a great Christmas. How was yours?
Mine was good. It was very, very
Yeah,
busy, but it was good. It was good to
yeah,
see family. Very,
yeah,
very good. So today, today we're talking about the power of love. And
right.
I do want to just briefly talk about the last video's shows had to do with the veil being really thin. So I would love for people to comment if they experience the veil being thin or anything they want to share. It would be great if we could get some comments about people's reaction around the 21st of December. And the whole month of December has been quite magical.
It has been. And then also I had told everyone that on the 24th, 25th, and 26th, which is just yesterday, the veil was even thinner than it was on the 21st. So I was I came this close to like going out on Christmas Eve and saying, "Is there really a Santa Claus? Is there somebody flying around the moon there?" But so if there were some encounters, we sure would like to hear some from everybody. I did have one of my own, which was on the 21st, was on the 21st. Bill was gone. I was home alone, of course, right? And I heard all of these pots and pans and like china rattling in the kitchen. And I said, and because I was writing and everything, I was like, I said to myself, all of a sudden I realized that Bill was not in the kitchen unloading the dishwasher. I was home alone. And then I said, "Hey, I'm home alone here. Who's in the kitchen?" And I still heard this rattling and everything. And I said, "Wait a minute. I am home alone. You're scaring me now. I want this to stop." And it stopped immediately. So I do not know what happened. I've even asked my angels, and nobody's fessing up to, it's like everybody who said, "Oh, don't ask me." So I don't know what it was. At first I thought it was a mouse, so I put out a whole bunch of mouse traps. Wasn't a mouse.
I
Mm-mm.
could see you do that. I could.
Yeah.
I will. I do want the listeners and viewers to know that, and I don't. Yeah, this is very important. So when we were talking a lot about magic
Magical midnight.
midnight, and that I now sometimes when an angel has a message for me, they show me glitter because I have
Yeah.
a picture of an angel. It's actually a beautiful angel. Her dress, she's human and she's in an angel dress. I mean, she, really looks human, but the thing is, the dress is my favorite. And now I see the colors. And
Um,
or I see an image of sometimes the angels come to me looking like a man or a woman.
mm-hmm. No,
And
agreed. Yeah.
yeah, they
Yeah.
come and I get
Agreed.
messages, this is who I am and this is what I'm doing. So I'm not seeing it in I don't see wings. I see it as a person. I'm being told this is an angel.
Right.
And and
Right.
which is great. Today I saw Archangel Michael. I was meditating. He was standing beside me. He was giant because angels are very tall.
They're
And he
very
had
tall.
light coming from his head. It was really neat.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Pouring out light.
Lots and lots of light. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So just
and it's
remember, and if you haven't gotten the book, Magical Midnight, it's a book to read all the time, any time of the year. So make sure
yeah.
you get that. You'll get Catherine's information down below. And then tell us your experience with the veil, if you had any
So
experience.
this was on I really do want to share this with everybody because it was profound in my life. And both Judy and I do get messages from the angels. I have seen an angel with wings more than once in my lifetime, and I've written about it in my angel books, Angel Watch, Angel Tales, and Angel Timelines. But this was very different. We did a meditation with another person. There were three of us. It was me, myself, Bill, and then another person. And we went all the way. We went to our absolute highest Christ itself that we could go to. Our energies were extremely powerful and clear, strong. I mean, just crystal clear. It was, I mean, that part alone was pretty amazing. But I just kept going higher and higher. At least it felt like, you know how you just get lighter and lighter and lighter. And there was more and more light coming in. The amount of light coming in was just, it was beyond blinding, because we went to the central sun, and then we went past the central sun and just kept going closer and closer to the one source, to God. And when we got there, we were literally at that place before the fall. It was when creation was happening, is I guess is the best way to put it. Was we went all the way back to where creation was happening. And the first thing I saw or envisioned was, I saw this like perfect little human baby. I mean, it's like, you know, one when they're, you know, a few weeks old, they're still very small, but like maybe a month old, where they're just got a little bit of pudginess on them and just smooth skin and just so innocent and so filled with love. And then I started hearing this voice, and it was like a man's voice. It was not booming, because I've had encounters with the creator, Mother God, Father God, the creator, where the voice is booming, but it's usually when they're trying to warn me. God is trying to warn me of something really dire, you know, like my life is in danger, that kind of thing. This was not. It was a powerful voice. It was authoritative. It was commanding, but there was also this compassion in this voice. And I said, I mean, it's this telepathically, I'm saying this. I said, it looks like baby Jesus. Is this baby Jesus? No, this is on Christmas Eve. So it's, you know, I thought, well, that's my filter, you know, it's baby Jesus. And I heard, yes, it is. That was the first being that was created, was the Christed being that was, you know, later became Jesus. And I said, it's so magical, you know, this human is so magical. And then the creator's voice said, I had created many, many species and races throughout all the universe. There are all kinds of beings on different planets and different universes and solar systems and stars and every place else. But for planet Earth, I wanted to create a being that would embody unconditional love, because that's what I have for all the beings. But none of the beings had that kind of compassion that the creator was trying to imbue into this Christed baby. And I was just listening, and he said, and I finally did it. I did it in human beings have that ability for unconditional love. And then I heard this almost sadness coming out of this voice of the creator, and he said, or it said, but I had no idea, even in all of my ability to create, I had no idea that human beings could love to the extent that a human being can love. It is as great as I love, possibly even more, because a human being will do anything for love. They will die for love. They will give up their life force because they love another person. They love an animal. I'm going to start crying. They love an animal. They love the planet. They love the country they live in, to such an extent that they will literally give up their life force. And only a human being will do that. Only a human being will rise to that kind of level of love. And, you know, a lot of us do it all the time. A mother does it every time she gives birth. It's
Yes.
that thread between life and death when you're giving birth. I mean, I did die when I gave birth to my son. I died and I went to the other side. And I know what that's like. And when my second son came along, I was there between life and death the whole time that I was pregnant, and the baby did not make it. But human beings have so much ability to to be in unity. And that was the next thing, was then at that point I felt so much unity to every single heart of every human being that was on the earth. It was absolutely the most profound meditation or visit or encounter or whatever it was. I don't know what you would call encounter, I guess, that I've ever had. I'd love to do it again. It would be really cool. But oh my gosh. So, and I do believe that it could only happen because that the veil was so thin. I mean, it was just like I could walk right over and just touch angels. And on the way of going there, I mean, I saw Jesus, I saw Mary Magdalene, I saw Mother Mary, I saw Archangel Michael. Haniel was there, Sandalphon, Metatron, Raziel was there. Interestingly, yeah.
That is
So
beautiful. Um, that's beautiful because the power of love is everything. The
it
power,
is
I
everything.
know that with both of us have a Christian background, and it is when
Mhm.
Jesus says, of all the gifts, love is the most important, the most intent. I mean, it is.
It is the most powerful, it is the most pervasive. I mean, once anyone can cut out that hatred stuff and flip it to love, all of that intensity that was there for the hatred, and flip it to love. That's what I was praying for all through the Christmas season, is that all of this unrest and everything that we've had, polarization, as we've talked about, could flip so that everyone felt that love. Oh my
That
gosh.
love. And
Oh,
that's it. And yeah, you and I
what a
talked
world.
about it, but we're bringing it up because so much of us in our life, we reserve love. We hold love back.
We hold it
I
back.
don't
We
I
don't
don't
want,
trust him. I'm not going to love him. I don't trust her. I'm not going to do it. And everything is so conditional. And
it's
this
so
is the
conditional.
message for
That's
people
true.
is to drop all these
The
expectations,
boundaries and the barriers and the
boundaries,
stone in
and
your heart, take it
just
out. I mean,
love. Love
just
everyone.
do it.
Love,
You
love,
have everything to gain. And yeah, maybe you might get hurt, but you know what? Do it again and do it again and do it
love,
again.
love, love,
It's
love.
just
Just
love. It's
love people.
everything.
And
Yeah.
and no judgment. Just accept people for the way they are.
Right.
And pay attention if you're holding back love.
Yes.
There's judgment of something you don't like about a person, and so you're not going to love them. I mean, no, that's not what life is about. You become neutral because when you become neutral, you can be on the sidelines, be in love, and
Mhm.
and you can watch other people to see how they're interacting, but it doesn't
Right.
determine how you're acting because
That's
you're
right.
being nothing but love. So
That's
with
right.
that, that's what I want to remind people of is just be love. And with
Right.
that, we want to finish out this year in love and welcome in the new year with love. And we'll see you again shortly. Thank you.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
And happy new year for sure.